These were my favourite biscuits when I was a child. I never used to get soggy quite so quickly before. Isn't it odd how things from your childhood never seem quite the same as you remembered? Never mind, at least I can drink some of the tea. It's a good job Tom isn't here today. He doesn't like me dunking biscuits. Says it's common. It's the best way to eat them as far as I'm concerned, even when they fall into your cup of tea. I was listening to Radio 3 earlier, and they had someone in the studio discussing quotations and sayings. The Shakespeare quote about the world being a stage got me thinking, if all the world's a stage, where does the audience sit? Isn't it odd how your mind works? My husband Tom, he says I'm always going off at a tangent. I was always an inquisitive child, went from one thing to another. Short attention span, it said on my school report. Isn't it odd how I remember that so clearly, and I can't remember what Tom said to me when he left the house this morning. Oh well, I dare say it'll come back to me. Must remember to go and do a bit of pruning out the front later. If I didn't see to that hedge, if I left it to Tom, it would never get done. Another van outside, number 88. That's 2 deliveries that Sergeant Mallory's had today. It isn't even midday yet. I wonder what she's ordered now. That woman's got more money than sense, if you ask me. I can't be doing with that internet shopping. My cousin Celia does that. She sits on her backside all day, looking up the prices at different shops, and then ordering online and claiming back the difference. I mean, who wants to sit on their backside in front of a computer screen all day when you can go out and about and meet people? It's no wonder that people lack social skills and graces these days. Let's face it, you're not going to meet anybody interesting if you're stuck indoors all day. I like to go into town and walk around the shops most days. I mean, I've had a bit of a bad back for the last few weeks, so I'm confined to barracks, as they say. Oh bother, Sandra's seen me looking out of the window. Hope she doesn't think I'm being nosy. I don't usually stand at the window watching my neighbours' comings and goings. Saying that, I have noticed quite a few strange comings and goings at number 92. Trevor York has had quite a number of ladies of all ages, shapes and sizes through his front door since his wife ran off with a man half her age. And from the way some of Trevor's visitors are dressed, they're clearly not there to cook and clean for him. Unless he's thinking of starting a harem. That one looks familiar. I'm sure I've seen her slicing bacon on the deli counter at Asda. She looks a bit dowdier than some of them. Mind you, who knows what she's got on under that fake fur coat. One busty blonde was all wiggle and fishnets. She was so top-heavy, I'm surprised she didn't topple forward on her stilettos. Although Trevor's got plenty of money, he's just the sort of sleazy person who would enjoy auditioning them for the part of his harem. Quite a few people have sympathised with his wife. They say she did well to put up with him for all those years. My Tom thinks she's a tart for running off with a younger man. Good luck to her, I say. Mind you, Trevor has undergone some sort of midlife crisis makeover, and not for the better. I mean, the toupee's one thing, but in my opinion, men of a certain age with a paunch and a fat backside should avoid tight jeans. Some days you just don't know where to look. Oh, that's a big package. I wonder what Sandra's had delivered now. I bet she sees more of the postman than his wife does. Isn't it odd? I was only reading this article the other day about how many women are leaving their husbands for younger men. Makes a change from older men chasing younger women. Now that's what I call sexual equality. My Tom would only notice I'd left if I stopped cooking his tea or ironing his shirts. Maybe he'd notice me more if I cooked his shirts. I'm a golf widow. Tom's playing golf now. I can't see the purpose of hitting a little white ball across the grass. I'm surprised he can see the ball. His eyesight's deteriorated recently. I think he's going deaf too. He never seems to hear me when I ask if we can go out to the theatre or the cinema. I used to love going to the cinema. We did most of our courting in the back row. That seems a bit tame compared to what they get up to these days. I used to love Tom holding my hand through the movie. Isn't it odd how you miss those things? I thought I could hear a fracas out there. Oh my goodness! Trevor's wife is outside number 92 and she's hammering on the front door. I don't think she wants to join his harem somehow. Never seems as good a time as any. Do that pruning. Now where did I put those shears?